Have you ever wondered what really happens inside a bank when you deposit your money? You think your money is sitting safely inside a locker, right? Well, that's the biggest illusion of modern finance. Let's uncover how the banking system actually works. The system that controls every dollar, every rupee, every transaction on this planet. When you deposit as $10,000 into your bank account, the bank doesn't keep your as $10,000 waiting for you. It only keeps around 10% as reserve, and the rest, it lends out to others. So your Rs 10,000 becomes R 1,000 in reserve, and R 9,000 is loaned to someone else. That person spends it, and whoever receives it, deposits it again in another bank. That new bank now keeps 10% again and lends the rest. And just like that, your single Rs $10,000 has now turned into Rs 90,000 of money circulating in the system. That's called the fractional reserve system, the core engine of modern banking. Banks literally create money by typing digits into a computer. When you take a loan, no physical cash is moved. The bank just credits your account with digital numbers, backed by your promise to pay. That's how money is born, not printed, but created as debt. And here's where it gets deeper. When you repay that loan with interest, the bank collects more than it created. But where does that extra interest money come from? From other people's loans. So the system needs more and more loans to survive. If everyone tried to withdraw their money at once, the banks would collapse instantly. Because the money never physically exists, it's mostly digital promises. Now, central banks like the Reserve Bank of India or Federal Reserve control this flow. They don't print all the money. They set the rules of creation. They decide how much reserve each bank must hold, set interest rates, and guide inflation. They are like the referees in a game where commercial banks are the players, and we, the people, are the pawns moving in between. When governments need money, they borrow from these central banks, not from citizens. They issue bonds, basically IOUs, and the central bank buys them using newly created digital money. So in simple terms, new money is born every time a government or citizen takes a loan. The more loans, the more money in circulation, and the more debt the system carries. But here's the twist. Banks also earn money from every transaction you make. Fees, interests, late charges, and investments with your deposits. You think you're saving, but your savings are what fuels someone else's spending. That's the money cycle, constantly